that track there by Rodney Block, How Do I Get to the Future Without You, featuring Lex Norwood. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Welcome. Thank you all for listening. I have Rodney Block here on air with me. Welcome, Rodney. Welcome.
Hey. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yes, I'm excited, too. You really get down on that trumpet. I tell you, I love the sound of trumpet, that smooth jazz. All the artists that collaborate with you on a track is just so awesome. So,
yes, ma'am.
So anyone that's listening is welcome to call in. Phone lines are open. You're more welcome to call in and give us a shout out. Rodney, where are you calling from?
Yes. I'm calling from the capital city of Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas.
All right, Arkansas fans.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
got a great artist here on my floor. So that track I just spent, How Do I Get to the Future Without You? You collaborated with Lex Norwood. What's the story behind that track?
Yeah, How Do I Get to the Future Without You? That track was written by a good friend of mine. He's from the Midwest, Lex Norwood. And last year during the pandemic, reached out to him, said, hey, I'm trying to put something together. This is the vibe that I'm looking for. And he sent me a sample, and I loved it. And we went with it. But the motivation behind that particular track, it's pandemic season. There's been a lot of lost, If you hadn't lost someone personally, somebody who's lost someone. And sometimes it's the new normal when you lose someone that's been there all your life and they're not there anymore. Sometimes you think like, how do I move on, or how do I get to the future without this person? So so that was the motivation to put something together, just in remembrance. But sometimes you have to know that it's the new normal. You can get through it. It may be a struggle, but you can get to the future.
Right. Well, thank you. I love the melody. Thank you for giving us detailed information on that track. As we move along, Rodney, go ahead and introduce yourself to the curious listeners out there about Rodney Block. Go ahead and mention how long you've been in the music industry. You collaborated with many artists. Have you, go right ahead.
I just, I'm from Arkansas. I'm actually from a small town in South Arkansas. We consider it the Delta, real close to the borders of Mississippi and Louisiana. Dumas, Arkansas was the town that I grew up in, and went to college in Arkansas and graduated and moved to the Kansas City area. And that's when I really started understanding trumpet and how it could sound, and that was just a great place to be in Kansas City. And that's where I met my friend Lex Norwood, and we started playing music together during that time. And you fast forward, I've been playing for about 20 years or more, and it's everything. I love everything. I play jazz music, traditional jazz, smooth jazz, hip hop, R&B, funk music. Some of my ensembles, we do rock, we do country. We just love good music. And over the years, I've had the opportunity, I've been blessed to share the stage with Otis Williams, the last original member of the Temptations. Shout out to Otis in L.A. Earth, Wind and Fire, Joe. Tank, who's real big on the R&B scene now. Mary Wilson of the Supremes, who we just lost a few months ago. Chrissette Michelle, Whodini, Conya Doss. I know you know about Conya. Jonathan Butler, Eric Roberson, Lenny Williams, Angela Winbush. Just last week we were with Howard Hewett, RL of the. So it's really varied, but we've been really fortunate. And I consider one of my highlights a summer I spent touring with the icon of hip hop, the hardest working man in show business, Dougie Fresh. So
I knew you were gonna say his name.
I couldn't leave out Dougie. I mean, I learned. And the Get Fresh crew, his DJs, I learned so much from him, and he was very gracious and open, and inviting me to the shows during that summer. So I've just been really fortunate, and I have a lot of fun. In Arkansas, people sometimes don't think about musicians and the music scene, but there are a lot of talented musicians in our state. Just ton of talent in our state, and
I'm gonna have to come down there.
I think what it is, I think the musicians and the artists that come through, I think they're pleasantly surprised when they get a chance to check out the scene and hear the music. So I'm appreciative of all those artists. I'm appreciative of you inviting me today, because this is definitely a global platform, and and folks that are outside of the U.S., whether they're in Canada or Europe or South America, wherever you are.
The UK.
The UK. I love the UK. So,
yeah.
but it's music is music, and music is that connector, and I've learned that over the years. So I'm just a regular guy that loves playing music. So so I've been very fortunate over the years as well.
You were nominated for a Regional Emmy. How did that happen?
A few years back, So we have a television station. It's the Arkansas Educational Network, the PBS affiliate, and they were producing a show at this time, and it focused on music, and they invited me to do music. So out of all the shows they take, they submitted my particular show because it really resonated with the viewers, and they submitted my show, and that show was nominated for a Regional Emmy. So whoever does the judging, they pick this particular feature and nominated my feature for an Emmy. And I want to say a few years later, we actually won the Aurora and Telly Award, which is similar to the Emmys. It's more of a regional thing, but my feature on this PBS affiliate won that award. So that's a little feather in the hat that I like to let people know about, that where we have a lot of fun, and the music that we do definitely resonates with viewers and listeners.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give a real good shout out to Myron Ruffin for referring me, because I learned so much about your background and all the scenes that you're doing now. And
thank you so much.
I walked into the candy store and I was picking so many tracks, and they all sound so good. And let's go into the newest single, Why I Love You.
Why I Love You.
Behind that track, and I want to ask you, on the cover art on this single, you holding this like a miniature trumpet. What kind of trumpet is that? Because everybody's like, what is that he holding? It's shrunk. I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, it sounds good. I don't know.
Yeah, it's my. it's called a pocket trumpet. It plays like a regular trumpet, but it's a pocket trumpet. It's just kind of wound up really tight, and it's miniature, and it's very cool. The great Don Cherry made the pocket trumpet pretty popular. And there's a musician, a trumpet player out of New Orleans by the name of Shamar Allen. He plays the pocket trumpet, and it's just a cool little instrument, and it sounds good. It has a lot of power. It's a little hard to blow.
I was getting ready to ask you that. I was going to ask you. It's got to be hard to play, hard to blow into, right?
Yeah. It takes a little bit more wind because the tubing is wound up so tight. So you just gotta blow against all that pressure. But it's a fun instrument to play. And on the album cover, I don't know if folks noticed, but I had like a business bag, and my regular trumpet is sticking out of that bag. So I'm holding my baby trumpet, and my regular trumpet is in the bag, seated next to me. So baby trumpet, I call it Baby Sweet Baby. And the story behind that,